Here's a quick walk around of my new R1200GS Adventure. I just picked it up yesterday. I had it on order and was surprised that it actually came in. So they had it all together, and I wasn't expecting it until March sometime. I bought the white edition, and it's a nice bike. I really like it. Just kind of give you an idea of how it looks. My Pantiers are on the way. They had to rekey them, so they still have those, but those will be on. So I'm just looking forward to my first adventure, which I have planned in Colorado. In the front of it, you'll notice down here with the stabilization. I've got a plug here for my winch. I actually have a winch for it also. Let's fire this baby up. One of the really cool features on this I really love is the Navigator 5, how it's integrated into the bike. I'll show you here. So I can hit the bike control here and it'll change the settings on the GPS where I can see different information. Go back, I can rotate the dial. Hopefully I can. If I rotate the dial, as you see, it moves different ways. This here, I can hit this. I can get information like my front tire, my rear tire, the engine temp. Right now it's not reading anything. It'll read as soon as I take off. I can get the temperature, voltage, fuel economy. Your distances, moving time. You can even go in, you can get information like how many times you shifted, what gears you were in. So that's pretty cool. I'll go back, and once I take off, you'll see what I'm talking about with of course the warning lights will flash too. They'll turn off as soon as you get going, and the bike registers that you're moving. There they go off. And you can see now my tire pressures have registered. I just love the way the bike handles. It's really amazing with this this engine, because it puts the center of gravity lower, and it just beautiful turns. Handles really nice. I was really surprised. The tires that came with are more of a road tire, so I haven't done anything off-road. When I take it in for the first service, they're going to go ahead and switch it out and give me a dual sport tire. I think it's going to be a Continental, which will have the knobbies and everything, which is what I wanted, but unfortunately they couldn't get them in that way. So, but that's okay. I'll just put the other tires on and when I'm back home not doing my adventure rides, I'll switch it back out for just normal street riding. Also doing this, just want to check out my GoPro, see how it's going to work. I hooked up an external mic and ran it into the helmet, so I'm kind of curious if that cuts out a lot of wind noise or if there's going to still be a lot of wind noise. So we'll see how that is. If I get a lot of wind noise, then I'll have to think about an alternative. I wanted to record my trip when I do my ride out to Colorado, so trying to just think of best ways to record it. I may have to just go back afterwards and narrate it. I don't like videos where you only hear just wind and you can't hear the people talking. Of course, I don't really need to talk, I just need to make some good video. I'm really surprised at the power on this bike too. It's just, you give it throttle, it goes. Now I have the Pro package on here, which allows me to change the mode. I'll try to change it here, see if you can see it. So I can, like right now I'm on road, I can go to Dyna, Enduro, Enduro Pro, Rain. I'll leave it on road for right now. So I can switch it. So example, if I go to Enduro, the throttle response is a little bit less. It's not immediate, so makes subtle changes in the riding mode. I haven't really tried it yet, but you also got your cruise control right over here. Has heated seats right there. You got a mode button here. This is what switches between the modes. And then over here you can turn your ABS on off. You can change your modes for riding also, so like it won't let me do it now. I need to do it when I'm off. So I can have like one person riding. I could do one person with luggage. Do two people luggage. So the suspension changes a little bit as you set those modes. So right now I just have it for one person riding. Cool thing too also on the GPS, if you get it with the bike, is like your time and everything, it'll actually set the time on the motorcycle. It's kind of cool, so you don't have to worry about going through the motorcycle setup to get all that done. You just plug your GPS in and it'll sync it right up. There's also an app which is kind of cool that ties to your phone. And that, for example, you can buy in-store purchases of like weather. So if you run into, there's weather coming in the area you are, it'll come across on your GPS. And it syncs with your phone as you're riding. It's pretty cool. So if you know, for example, you're riding, you can see that there's a thunderstorm up in front of you or off to the side or something, you'll know that, hey, get off my bike and get the wet weather gear on. Just visited my buddies at the flying field. They wanted to check out the new bike. Take it back home. Got to do some chores. I'd love to go riding today, but it's actually my anniversary and it is also Super Bowl today. So unfortunately, they're going to take precedence over riding the motorcycle today. But I snuck this ride in just to get my bike on. You'll notice on the bike too, if you have the Pro chip installed, you'll have a little plug right down here that shows that it's on there. If you don't have that, then you won't have those options. Hopefully the recording comes out good and there's not going to be a lot of wind noise. I don't know, we'll see from this external mic. If I do, I'm just going to record and I'll just take the sound out and narrate afterwards. Like I said, I just hate when you record and you got all this wind noise and you can't hear the person talking, and it's kind of distracting. I also have on here the fog lights. Here's a button for those. I tried it out last night and they are amazing. They light up a big area, and if you're going to do any off-roading and you're out in the woods, that's really going to help you see things. I think even if you're just riding on normal roads late at night and you need to see a bigger area and more of the area around you, your surroundings, you can't go wrong with those. I'm so glad those are on there now. That originally I wasn't thinking I would get them, but definitely glad I did. Maybe I'll do a video later and try to do one at night so you can see the difference with and without them. I've owned a lot of bikes, and I really have to say, so far, this is my most enjoyable. I just love the ride. It's very responsive. With this engine the way it is, you know, I always thought they were kind of strange looking, but man, it just makes a world of difference. It's having that weight distribution lower on the bike. I had the BMW LT touring bike before this one, actually, and it's a nice bike. It rode great and everything, but just for going around anything in town and stuff, it was just not practical. For long trips, it was just unbelievable. But I have to say, I like the way this handles way better. And that's one reason I got this bike. I wanted a bike that I could, if I did want to ride in town, it wasn't a major event, and if I wanted to take a long tour, I could, and if I wanted to go off-road, I could. And this is like the Swiss Army knife of bikes. Some people said, you know, BMWs are just so expensive. But if you look at the quality of the parts on this bike, like the brakes, for example, they're all top quality. There's nothing on this bike that's cheap. So, you know, you get what you pay for, and the sense of reliability on this bike is, you know, knowing that if you do go somewhere and you're out in the middle of nowhere, you got a bike that's gonna go the distance. I plan on trying to ride to Alaska, not this year, but I'll definitely try it maybe next year, and I can't think of another bike I'd want to do it on. Lift my visor up here in a second. I want to see how much sound we get if we have the wind coming in on that external mic. I mounted my GoPro on top of my helmet because I didn't want the helmet to be in the picture. It looks kind of weird, but I think it'll make for better video. I don't know how we'll see how the wind sounds here. I'll just keep it up for a second. Okay, and I'll go back down. Okay, back home. Unfortunately, I have to start on my chores and get ready for this Super Bowl.